Previously on Ys IX Monstrum Nox, the party fought a giant spider boss, which required Anemona's third eye to identify the weak points. They then stole back the Rosvita statue from the imposters and returned it to the Rhindals. Meanwhile, the non-Monstrum Adol wandered into the rich people's club of the prison and met a new ally, Marius. The next day, we learned that Yupa's boyfriend is a bullfighter of the Colosseum. We need to unlock the next Grimwald Nox to get there. Damn it all, just who are those monstrums? Even with the warden heading the search, we still haven't gotten even one. Worry not, we will continue to search for those monstrums as best we can. If you happen to see them, don't hesitate to make a report at once, understood? Greetings, friends of the Dandelion. Oh, pardon me, miss. Are you referring to me? How may I be of assistance? Nothing really. I just thought you looked like my daughter. She passed away many years ago. It was an unexpected tragedy. I see, then you are mistaken. It is merely a coincidence. You shouldn't be so cold, Anemona. Never expected to see a young lady who bears a striking resemblance to my daughter here. Coincidence indeed. 8? I need one more for the milestone. You heard the monstrums have been turning into a citywide attraction of sorts. We get sightseeing merchants in on the daily asking us where to find them. Kinda makes me hope they don't get caught by the authorities in a way. And when I checked this morning, what did I discover but the loveliest little bloom? It may not be very potent, but I'd just be delighted if you could make some use of it. I'm sure I can find a way. I appreciate all your help, Pamela. Oh no, if you want to thank anyone, thank my son. It's thanks to his research on medicinal herbs that I grew anything more than a sprout. Oh, is that right? I suppose the apple doesn't fall all that far from the tree. It's always nice having some good news to share with Dr. Eric.
Are you hurt anywhere? Even minor scratches should be tended to. No remedies for you?
I've been acquainted with Miss Noah here for quite a while now. Even now she makes time to deliver some of her medicinal herbs. Family life has taken a toll on her, but it goes to show the strength of her devotion. I live in the Shantytown, but I work a sweeping job during the afternoons. Vesta's in charge of the sidewalks, and I handle all the waterways. I've got a lot of money to save up now that the white cat stopped coming by.
Do watch where you're going.
Hello.
I hear they're holding a bullfight today over at the Entertainment District's Coliseum. Bullfighting originated in Hispanic and Roman culture, but was a rare sight for us Gleans. But now it's become a form of entertainment we couldn't imagine living without. The scars we suffered from the war won't ever heal completely, but I do wish Glia and Romn could coexist in ways like this for the better. Hey, today's scoop is what I can say with more certainty than ever. Breaking news, new shoe model runs citywide advertising campaign as Adol. I saw with my own eyes. All you have to do is look at how she runs. Ever notice the wheels on her shoes? She's zooming across the town as a living showcase. I wonder what store she's working for. I'd like to zoom on over and try a pair myself. A shoe model? That's quite the imagination. Yeah, no kidding. Felix's big bullfight is today. I was thinking of attending. If I ought to see his son at work. Still, God, something about this rubs me the wrong way. Mark and the other two have been wanting to visit Yufa in the bar for a while now, so you can imagine how excited they got once they finally had an excuse. What I don't get is why she'd want to hide those wonderful little siblings of hers.
Yeah.
Technically, she's working for a criminal, so it'd be bad if it reflected on her family. Maybe that's why.
Find everything you need here.
I hear Felix is going to be in today's bullfight. I've got farm work to take care of, but I'd love to go cheer him on one of these days.
Hey!
One of the fellows from our neighborhood is headlining today's big bullfight. Feels like I was changing the kid's diaper just yesterday. And now look at him, coming into his own. Really makes a guy proud, I tell you. Is that right? Yeah, could be dangerous if left as is. Huh? Craw. I didn't even start a quest yet. Sorry, are we interrupting something? Not anymore, you aren't. Say your business.
It's you.
See me if you need something. Seems fishy to me. Perhaps there is something he does not wish to disclose. Maybe related to the quest somehow.
Gonna cut it, do you? You need it? I got it.
A trick deck.
You got a good eye.
Not sure who I'm supposed to give this to. So what I'm proposing is that we reserve this place for today. Of course, only those who know the password will be allowed in. That's suspicious. Oh, honestly, the orders just never end with you, do they? And what's with all this password business? Don't tell me you think it's cool. Customer, sorry, got a little caught up in our conversation here. It really throws me off when people call out to me right when I'm about to start cooking. Right, I was just getting ready to make the most popular item on my menu. Pairing it with liquor demands a careful seasoning hand, but it's simple otherwise. If you're up for it, why not have a go at making some yourself? Rolade. I'll eat just about anything if it goes with booze.
Please, take a gander. Looking for anything specific?
Have a moment.
Trick deck. Oh, these are the cards for magic tricks. I've had my eyes on these for a while. Let's see, to the untrained eye, they appear to be nondescript playing cards. But look closely and you'll see that the top and bottom of each card are asymmetrical. Fascinating, so this is how the masters do it. I will practice myself and perform it for you when I have perfected it. I can't wait. I'm pleased to hear that. Prepare to be bewildered. And no matter how many years pass me by, I'll never turn down a challenge. I suppose you and I have that in common, Adol the adventurer. My friend in the prison also possesses that trait. In fact, you two are similar in many ways. You would be thick as thieves. Veteran commander increased. Hey guys, I see you've got the doll with you today. You are paying attention to where you're going, right? Watching you run around like that with your eyes shut makes me kind of nervous. There's no cause for worry. I see all, even with my eyes closed. Oh, if you say so, you monster sure or something.
Yes.
That stomach remedy you prescribed me was impressively effective. Allow me to offer you my thanks, Doctor. Oh, don't even mention it. You seem a bit under the wire back when I gave you a screening at the prison. Being an interrogator must take a lot out of you, huh? Your stomach would be aching too if you had to deal with half the eccentrics I have. Even now, I'm in the midst of investigating a suspicious rumor. My work is never done. Dear, it certainly seems like it. Try not to overdo it out there, okay? That being said, I do wonder if there's any truth to that rumor. I suppose I have no choice but to find out with my own eyes. Getting away from your work is the most important part of taking a break, so I plan on dropping by my new favorite bar later today. It's only fair I treat them back for all their service, after all. Our place has gotten a pretty good rep with the people from the Noble District. One of the government general officials is a regular here during his breaks, in fact. We'll show that new bar that opened at the gates exactly who they're dealing with. A number of townsfolk have approached us asking where Master Childlord has been. I suppose it's only natural. He's practically a symbol of peace to the people of Balduq. I understand he must be busy, but I wish he'd find the time to patrol with us on occasion. Since my appointment to the Government General, I've hardly had a single day off. Whatever time I spend at this fountain is the only break I have to look forward to. Can't those mushrooms take a day off themselves for once, just for today? Noble District's cultural heritage site falls under the church's jurisdiction. We've received word that some tourists are vandalizing the land monuments there. It's a familiar festival season occurrence, but I'm not sure I can abide by it this year. Creo, have you heard the latest news about the old orphanage? With a dwindling number of orphans in town, plans to rebuild it have all but ceased. Perhaps that's proof enough that peace has finally been restored to our city. It does get a tad lonesome without the little ones, but we should be grateful if anything. Perhaps you already knew this, but the Hieroglyph Knights actually have two seneschals. One is currently away on leave. His many subordinates hold him in high esteem. I'm sure he longs for his return. I can't help but worry for him. Hopefully he's making a swift recovery.
No time to buy like the present.
Miss Carla has never once uttered a word of complaint, no matter how busy she gets. Still, doing her job is expected. It's her drive and ambition that sets her apart. She truly is a cut above the rest of us. Miles upon miles above.
Have a wonderful day.
I've spoken to the Coliseum officials and secured a schedule for the Victory Day Festival. That's excellent news. However, it would seem that the price estimates far exceed our projections. That will impact our budget. Let's reassess before we submit an updated report. Yes, ma'am. In regards to the runoff from the mines, the foreman gave us an estimate. With the Government General's approval, we can now proceed with expanding the waterway. Good. Before construction starts, we'll notify the nearby residents in the shantytown. And be sure to arrange for the guards as well. Understood. Carla looks busy right now. She's really in her element. Hey, that's my sister. I apologize. I have much work ahead of me. While Father is away on a business trip, I've been entrusted with the company. That's alright. We'll be okay. That's the chairman for you. It's exactly as he said. I best check over that document again. Not much work to be had. I'm liable to splash right into the canal if I let myself get too drowsy. I had this hallucination once where this pink blob thing had to fish me right out. What I'm trying to say is, this canal's deep as it is dangerous. Take care not to fall in. So I went shopping in the main square this morning. And guess what the prize lady gave me as a bonus? Apples, my favorite. They were so yummy too. I really lucked out today, huh? Oh, by the way, my mom just told me the coolest thing earlier. She said she saw this monstrum with fluffy feathers and a black hood. Wow, feathers and a black hood. No way someone could have both of those things and not be the coolest thing ever. They must be talking about Aprilis from the sound of it. She couldn't see her too well with her hood on, but she was super pretty, I bet. Oh, Miss Krisha, perfect timing. We've just received a letter from that Asterian company we've been in talks with. They said they'd sign a contract with us if we'd be willing to make them potpourris. We don't actually carry potpourri at the moment, but what do you think? Well, if that's all they're asking for, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I've actually been researching how to make a potpourri on the side, in fact. I'll finish whipping up a prototype so we can send them a sample of it with a reply. Sounds like a plan. I'll start drafting a response.
Come back soon, you hear?
Hi, Ivan. You're looking kind of down. Here, take this. It's a bouquet just for you, so cheer up, will ya? I just thought I'd check out the store, is all. Wait, did you make this bouquet all by yourself? Sure did. Didn't you hear? I'm learning how to be a florist. Every day I learn a little more. It's been super fun. You're kidding. Wow, I don't even know what to say. Only a kid, she's having more fun on the job than I ever have. Talk about being left in the dust. The warden came here storming up households in search of the monstrums. Apparently Mr. Big Shot thinks they're hiding out here in the shantytown. Still, gotta respect the guy for coming all the way over in person.
See you later.
Forget about sending money to the missus, my whole life's a total wreck. How in the hell am I supposed to pay off a debt that's square into millions? Ah shit, here it comes, the insatiable thirst for a good long drink. I've been feeling better, but I took a trip to the clinic just to be safe. It was no small hassle, however, given how far it is to the main gates. Now I think of it, we once had another doctor in town until 5 years ago. A nice fellow, that one. He'd make rounds of the shantytown every now and then. Then one day he suddenly went missing. His own family was left behind. They still live in Balduq to this day. It's an unsettling tale to be sure, but not at all an uncommon one here in Balduq. You know, we actually received a notice from the Pelton Company the other day. Seems they intend on moving forward with the depollution efforts at their mines. It'll take no small amount of time before our water is clean enough for daily use again. But it's a small comfort to know that they plan to make amends instead of leaving us to dry. The knight told me up when I took a little tumble a while back. Since then I've made it a habit to bring them little shows of appreciation like this. They're the heroes of our city, after all. Encouragement is my way of giving back. Many citizens turn to us knights to ask for help with monstrums and non-monsters alike. And among them are those who come bearing gifts. I'm a bit hesitant to accept them, I'll admit, but that doesn't make me any less grateful. We've much cause to reflect, given the recent copycat crime incident. That both we and the garrison failed where the monstrum succeeded is an open secret. Every step we trail behind them leaves an opening for other opportunistic crooks. Further blunders will not be tolerated. You have that on my honor as a knight. Moreover, we'll have to deal with that boy before he sows even more unrest. Yet another deed that must be done in the name of Balduq's future. Hey Credo, just where did you get off to last night? Waltzing back late like you own the place. I swear, you have no respect for regulations. And don't think you can slack on your duties just because you're off the clock. Stay vigilant of the monstrums as you walk the town. Don't forget your knightly conduct. Yeah, I got it. So, but do you really? In any case, the garrison's been having trouble locating the monstrums as well. If any of you happen to spot them, make sure to report it in as soon as you can. We'll be certain to take the proper measures. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out, huh? Shellard may be up to his ears in work, but the rest of his knights aren't far behind. I figured I'd send a bundle or two of my best cuts to give them something to look forward to. It's nothing special, really, just my small way of giving back for all they do for us townsfolk. There's no Balduqian out there more widely acclaimed than the Saint. But if I had to choose a runner-up, I suppose it'd be Master Shellard. In both cases, it's their devotion to Glia that's made them so beloved as heroes. The people of Balduq won't forget how much they owe to them, I'm sure of that. After yesterday's gladiator show, I do think I'd fancy seeing today's bullfight too. Hey, to think I'd end up so entertained by a mere coliseum. Glia truly is something else, isn't that right, Rawl? Certainly, Master Wajun. I dare say I enjoyed myself as well. Though I regret to inform that the Colosseum was built by none other than the Empire. What? No, not this too. Yeah, so it's just another byproduct of Romn. Unbelievable. Indeed, I was similarly taken aback. What the? You feel as if you are being watched. There seems to be no one around.
Oh my.
Whoa, accidentally died. What the hell? An axolotl? I detect a strange presence. You feel something peering at you from the water. What's this? Someone has found me. Fantastic, Monstrums. I'm very impressed. It spoke. Oh, magnifique. I'll reward you with the most precious treasure in the entire land.
That treasure is I, the spirit of the lovely Loire River, Morbihan le Grand. Now, bring your rightfully earned treasure to your hideout and take good care of me.
The hell? The spirit of the river is a salamander. An axolotl, to be more precise. You introduce yourself and ask Morbihan if he knows about the Monstrums. Bien, sir, you are children that have been blessed with the gifts, yet cursed as warriors. Through the waters I see all, for I exist to oversee the cycles that sustain this land. Do you know about the Nox as well? We'd use a wise advisor. The dandelion could use a mascot.
Well...
A mascot? Blush. Creepy fish racer looks like a little too down for that gig. I'm not one to judge either way. If Adol links as such, why not bring him back with us for now? Quo malchance. I hope the lovely mademoiselles would carry me back. But this will do just fine. And so you brought back to the dandelion the strange creature claiming itself to be the spirit of the lower river. Magnifique, this will do nicely. What if you have to poop? I would have preferred a gold vase, but I'll make an exception for my friends. I'm glad it pleases you, Monsieur. Any friend of the Monstrums is welcome at the dandelion, so make yourself at home. Oui, a most hospitable welcome. But if I am not mistaken, you're all very, very busy, no? It would be rude of me as a guest and your new pet to be nothing more than a decor. Oh yes, I have a beautiful idea. You have use for items that beasts very often carry, yes? I, Morbihan, can find these items for you, and you will buy them from me. You're not... How are you going to get them?
Huh?
I'm a very mysterious spirit with mysterious powers. The great Morbihan can do a this and a that, and voila, I can go anywhere with water instantly. Now move along, and let me work my magic. His shop. Okay. Exchanging things. Oh, I can buy things with gold? Huh. That might be... that means I can use both gold and Twilighj Shards to get all the ingredients.
Adol.
Bonjour, I have a trifle of a request for you. I've been eyeing those preserved treats you have been indulging on. Shantae's meals are magnifique, but I would be elated if you would share some with me. Now that I consider myself Epicurean, I wish to expand my gourmet horizons. Wait, can you eat everything? I'm an invincible being. Of course I can eat anything, I think. But as I am a spirit of the river, I do not eat seafood. If you do have some to spare, do bring it to me. Appease my stomach and win my heart. Feeding preserved food.
I'm drooling already.
Raisins?
Oh, c'est délicieux.
Yes, it's just the dish I craved. I will be eagerly awaiting the next delicacy.
Come back soon.
Finally, the first milestone. This is the fourth treat you have presented me with, yes? I will celebrate this occasion by giving you a gift of my own.
Take it. I insist.
Smoothie recipe. Thanks, Morbihan. Hon, yes, I'm very generous. And I can never have too much human food. It's delicious. I'm eagerly anticipating the next exquisite feast you will serve me.
Come again, if you please.
Okay, let's give you dry aged meat. I already have a spare for in case I need another one. Okay.
Mon ami.
Empty bottle. Never knew a human could give me such satisfaction. Oh, you have me swimming in the palm of your hand. I'm glad you like it. Oh, you're just like me, a coureur de jupons. This succulent food has forged my belly and my heart. You have completely won me over. From now on, I will do what I can to help you. It will be my pleasure. Affinity has increased. Unnamed Grace has been upgraded. Okay. There's no more preserved foods to give him. Okay. But we got new recipes. Okay.
You just take your time.
Only 8 gold. That's pretty cheap. It resets meal effect. Here's a smoothie. I assigned Mies a particularly complex lace to weave. I feel awful about it, but I think she has what it takes to rise above just being my apprentice. All I want is for her to do the best she can. It's as simple as that. You know, till now I've never had much in the way of dreams or ambitions. I always told myself, hey, I'll just take over Mom's shop or something, you know? I always considered us the same there, but now you're miles ahead of me. Angela? Oh, did I say all that out loud? Whoops, silly Angela. I've just been thinking a lot about my plans for the future, that's all.
Done already?
I've been thinking of ways to compete with all my new competition lately. So I've started offering samples. Why tower freshness when you can taste it for yourself? Come now, no need to be shy. Go ahead and give one a try. Wow, it's so crunchy, so flavorful. This is just a sample. Papa was always busy back when we were in the nobility. I prefer life as it is now, just me and Papa rocking back and forth in our boat. I just wish he felt the same way. Paul told me something yesterday. He said that the time we spend now is more fun than back when we were nobility. What a fool I was to think losing my status meant losing it all. Paul was by my side back then, just the same as he is right now. I have to keep on living, if not as a fisherman, then as the father of my son. What wasn't little Krisha? I see you've brought your friends again too. We plan to be extra cautious of any thieves from now on, so don't you fret over on our account. I never forgive myself if something awful were to happen to our dear little anemone.
Oh, welcome, welcome.
At any rate, it's no small relief to have peaceful days ahead of us again. Yes, it turns out that the culprits of those thefts were a trio of copycat monstrums. Moreover, they supposedly got tricked into locking themselves up by the real ones. I can only assume they're playing dressed up and invoked the monstrums wrath upon them. They were their own undoing, rather. I guess I can't really argue with that. She's gotta be joking. This is impossible. How'd someone as angelic as Master Gazelle give me an assignment straight from hell? No way I can weave a pattern as complex as this. There's just no way. Master Marcel carries on the traditional glee and smithing methods in his work. It really impressed me back when I came from Romn to help build a Colosseum after the war. If you stick to nothing but tradition, you'll just be left behind by the times. What part of that does the stubborn old goat not understand? That Potts, I tell him again and again, and what do I get? Nothing but lip and sass. Sorry about that, I was just griping about my apprentice. He's always looking to fire up the forge without a proper handle on the basics. Every day it's let me do what I want, old man, or some other fool talk with him. He's a real pain in the ass, that one. My dad's gotten all his apprentices hooked on bullfighting the way he is. Today, he suggested everyone take the day off to go see a match. Some master he is, and he's supposed to be responsible for the entire guild too. Like seriously, how shameless can you get? Looks like we've got another busy day of final delivery verifications ahead of us. See, we were commissioned to make some gear for the knights in the Roman army. So much for seeing the fight. Our old bulls are just gonna have to wait till the job gets done. Let me guess, you've come to get old Dore the Strong Arm's autograph. Woha, sorry to disappoint you, but I don't take requests unless it's for work. But chin up, I'll be happy to give you one at the upcoming Strongman event. You can call me something of a sculptor, but I'm very much still a beginner. Then there's my brother practically buried in commission requests from the nobility. But now that he's away, there's been talk of me taking those jobs on instead. With my skill level, they might as well be asking me to build castles on air. Listen to me, how pathetic can I get? I bet Grisbell will just start laughing at me when he comes back to all this.
I'm at a loss.
No, honey, let's not be selfish here. Don't you think his owner misses him? I don't care, I'm taking him home with me. This is going nowhere. We need to be on our way. Oh, they must be the ones who made that found item request. Maybe we should go and ask if everything's alright. Reach out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. We came to talk about a request you put in about a stuffed animal you found. Oh, I assume that means you're taking it on then. We certainly appreciate it. See, the wife and I are on a pilgrimage to our Dore. We were slated to leave this city today until my daughter found this stuffed rabbit. You can tell how precious it was to its owner. We'd love to reunite them, but... Wow, that plushie's definitely seen its fair share over the years. It'd take a long time of love and care to get this worn out. Whoever owns it is likely about as old as our Dore here. That's more than enough reason for us to want to give it back. Is that right? Come on now, dear. Won't you give the little rabbit over to these nice boys and girls? No, Mr. Bunnykins is my friend now. You can't have him. Is there no way to buy another copy? Your friend? Now, what did I say about being selfish? Listen, dear. Mr. Bunnykins here already has his own family. Wouldn't you be sad if you and Mommy went our separate ways? Well, you'd want to come home, right? I'm sure he does too, you know? Okay, fine. You received a beloved stuffy from the girl. Oh, thank you. We'll take good care of him, okay? If it helps, we found it in front of the bulletin board along this road here. But other than that, we don't have any other leads. Sorry. Just so long as you find its owner, that's all we're really asking. Make sure Mr. Bunnykins gets home safe, okay? Just one schmaltzy request after another with you people, isn't it? So where do we start, huh? Maybe there's footprints to track.
In that case...
It is indeed a possibility. Perhaps a trace of the owner's steps still lingers near those where the toy was dropped. They should belong to a child similar in age to the girl from before. I've located the specified footprints. They seem to disappear into the crowd. However, I can conclude they were heading for Artisan Lane with a minimal degree of error. Well, I'm not sure what we'd have done without you, Anemona. Anyway, now that we have a lead, let's go track Mr. Bunnykins' owner down. These footprints appear to belong to the owner of the misplaced toy. It would seem that they made a stop at the antique shop. In that case, maybe Mr. Adol might be able to help us. Let's go inside and ask.
Yeah.
Oh, you wish for me to praise something that you found? Absolutely, it would be my pleasure. You show the well-loved stuffed animal to Roderio. Oh, I recognize this. Do you know who it belongs to? Indeed, it belongs to a little girl, the daughter of one of our regular customers. It was a family heirloom passed down from generation to generation in the family. They brought it to me for repairs whenever the years wore down. As a matter of fact, their butler came by recently and asked if I had seen it. They were quite distressed over it and were asking all over town. They were? So we just missed them. Where'd they go after that? If I recall, they went to continue their search at the amphitheater in the main square. They had visited the theater on the day they had lost it. Then the amphitheater is our next destination. We appreciate your cooperation. Nonsense, it was the least I could do. After all, Melissa and I also have a doll we hold very dear to us. Something as precious as that over time becomes nothing less than a family. But I do suppose our Anemona is special in her own peculiar way. Melissa insists that she stands on her own 2 feet and goes on little strolls. Oh, that's interesting. Now then, there's no time to lose. That girl must be heartbroken about our toy. Please return it to her family safely. Yes, we intend to do so. Let's proceed to the amphitheater. Separate up, everyone. Plenty of tickets left for this evening show. Sorry, we're wondering if we could ask you about something. Oh, what is it? You told the receptionist about the search for a stuffed rabbit's owner. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's just happened a little bit ago. This little noble girl came by asking if we gotten anything in her lost and found. She apparently dropped a stuffed toy of hers. You could tell she loved the thing to bits, too. I can only imagine how relieved she'll be now that you found it, though. Yeah, whoopee. You got any idea where she went? Unfortunately not. What of all the people we get coming and going through here? Sorry I couldn't be of more help. You were sufficiently helpful, actually. Thank you very much for your time. So she was just here then. Let's use Anemona's gift to track her down. Indeed, we are certain to come across her before long. That way. Oh, my dearest Todd, wherever could you have gone? If only I had ridden in the carriage instead of insisting upon an occasional stroll. Now, my lady, I shall search for Sir Todd, so please, do settle down. Many pardons for the interruption. But was it you who dropped this miss? Anemona handed the stuffed animal over to Dulce. Well, will you look at that? Todd, oh my dearest darling Todd. Wherever did you find him? Right over in the Artisan Lane. A family staying at the inn found him. They requested we deliver him to you. I see, so that is what had transpired. Sir Todd is as important as any member of our family. I shan't let him out of my sight again. You take care of him, okay? Just be careful next time. Indeed, I'll be certain not to make the same mistake twice. He and I have been inseparable since birth. It's only sensible to remain so. You have my sincerest, most cordial gratitude. I simply must reward you all. Shamel meal times 10. Please accept my thanks to you as well. Though we'll have to make sure we also thank the kind family who found Sir Todd. Quite right. Let's go do so before they depart from the city. I bid you all good day, everyone. Yeesh, how's a kid with a vocab that big lose a stuffed animal have her size? Okay, Kratos, that's enough. Anyway, I'm glad we got Todd back to his rightful owner. You can really tell just how important he is to her. Yes, very much so. What is this mysterious feeling? Relief, perhaps. As I thought, so long as I travel with them. What's wrong? Nothing at all. This is taking us quite a bit of time. Let's return to our original objective.
We have accomplished our task.
Alright, they're all here, the NPCs. You've helped bring a smile back to my lady's face at last. For that, I couldn't possibly thank you enough. Thank you again for picking up my darling Todd for me. He says he's praying that all of you have a safe journey as well. I'm glad Mr. Bunnykins found his way home, even if I do still miss him. As long as he gets to have a happy life with Dulce, that's enough for me. Sniff. We should be able to leave the city without any hang-ups now. Thank you for taking the time to help us out. It seems this little incident has caused our little girl to grow up a bit. Perhaps this too was another one of Fate's plans for this pilgrimage of ours. Do you know the Pendleton Company used to operate under the Trading Bureau? They've since gone independent after expanding their markets abroad, though. I can't even imagine how they were back then, what with how lofty and grand they've become.
Come again, okay?
Managing the street stalls around the Colosseum is one of our many duties. We tend to swap them out based on the event being held. It's not a huge deal or anything, but we hope you guys appreciate it all the same.
What should I do?
Well now, if it isn't our friends from the Le Petit Floriste and the Dandelion. Hello there, Mr. Baldwin. How are things here at the guild? Fair, save for a singular matter. I assume you've seen my request. Yes, we actually came by to ask you about it. A merchant caravan went to go harvest herbs, but what hasn't returned yet, right? I think we might have actually seen them at the foot of Mount Dore a while ago. Oh yeah, I guess we did. Not like we talked to them, though. Did you really? In that case, I suppose it's safe to assume they entered a sacred mountain. Mount Dore was once believed to have been descended upon by the Old Norse gods. Supposedly, in those days, it was home to a rare herb used for brewing elixirs. Those visiting merchants came to inquire about the legend after hearing it in town. Even locals seldom tread near that perilous peak, but they refused to heed my warnings. And you lost contact with them soon after. Meh, why don't we just leave them be? I say we're getting their just desserts. What, Kratos? Say as you will, but I share some blame for telling them of the mountain's location. I submitted a missing persons report to the knights in the garrison, of course, but it would appear they are both too busy to investigate the matter right away. Could I perhaps ask you, capable youths, to take up the search instead? We'll look for them.
Yes.
Right, people are missing. That's not something to be taken lightly. We have to find them before the situation gets out of hand. Thank you, and apologies for imposing. You truly are a considerate bunch. A bunch of bleeding heart suckers, maybe. You guys forgot our goal? Do unto others as they say, though perhaps not in your case. You can find the sacred mountain beyond the bridge on the outskirts west of Estat Road. Do be careful making your way there. Okay, finally made it to this new area. This is a sacred mountain, Dore. During the pinnacle of Norse faith, this place was considered holy grounds. And around it is... What are you thinking about, Kratos? Nothing except how aggravating the climbing up all this is gonna be. Ah! How did I let myself get dragged into this? It's coming from up ahead. There's no time to waste. Why did this have to happen to us, of all people? Is he going to be alright, you think? Excuse me, but are you two? Monstrums, what are you doing here? Out of the frying pan into the fire. It's not much, but here's all the money I have left. Just don't kill me, please. As much as I'd love to, why would you think we wanna? Maybe it's because of your reputation, Hawk. You explained that the situation in the merchant and the guide. I see, so the trading bureau requested assistance and you caught wind of it. I'm so sorry, I'm sure you have better things to be doing. I should have went with my better judgment before I took this job. The pay week was good, but not for this many monsters. Plus, now my client's missing. There's someone else missing. They must be deeper inside. Yeah, we were scouting around for this rare medicinal herb. We got a little carried away. That's when the monsters ambushed and separated us. Sorry, pal, but your client's monster grub. But maybe there's a chance he's not. I'm aware of the possibility, but could you look for him all the same? I know it's a lot to ask, but I wouldn't be able to sleep knowing I left a client to die. We'll look for him. Really? We'll find that peddler. You have my word. Minimal time has elapsed since they separated. He may be yet be still alive. Thank you all, truly. Yes, and watch out for monsters. Let's go find him. It's a waste of time, I'm telling ya.
If I knew I'd be hiking today, I'd better
Point.
clothes.
I'm sure you'll be okay. We'll do this together.
So many enemy mushrooms.
There's something here. It is vulnerable. Pleasure
Not too shabby.
Understood.
Aha! 1,200 gold!
We made it. Finally. All right.
Man, imagine we could go all the way over there. Okay. Even the carrots are evil.
Leave it to me. Allow me.
No. Whew, that was no easy trip. Indeed, it would have been even more arduous with our gifts, no doubt. Someone catch your eye? No, nothing in particular. More importantly... Ah, someone please save me! Oh boy. Carrots and birds. Fuck. Don't even think about eating me. Or are they radishes? I just taste awful, I'll have you know. It would appear we have located our target. God, in the middle of a pretty swell life or death situation, lat. Oh man. Eep, now the mushrooms are here to eat me too. Don't worry, we're here to rescue you. Let's make quick work of this. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Gotcha. That was close. Humph. Whew, crisis averted for now. That was magnificent. Color me impressed, Monstrums. I think you'd make the trek all the way up here just to save me. Indeed, though technically speaking, we did so at the behest of the Trading Bureau. Chief! Thank goodness they made it in time. Glad to see you two are alright. Wait, were you guys just following behind us? Sorry about that, I couldn't talk him out of chasing after you. Monstrums, allow me to express my deepest sincerest gratitude. I'd never be able to bring these herbs back had you not arrived when you did. You mean you already found them? That's right, I was about to fall off the cliff when I grabbed them by sheer chance. Kervin later pulls out a long, thick root of some sort. I do not believe I am familiar with that particular plant. Its many white hairs resemble a beard in some respects. Wait, isn't that... Indeed it is, just like the legend said. This is without a doubt the very herb used in the ancient elixirs of yore. Amazing, you did it, Chief. Sell these at a premium and we'll be billionaires in no time flat. Geez, these merchant types will walk through hell if it earns them some coin. And wait, this isn't easy for me to say, but I don't think this is the herb you're looking for. Huh? What? I have heard of a herb with strong medicinal properties from way out east, but from the look of it, what you have there is actually just a mountain yam. A bit on the lavish side, culinarily speaking, but not exactly elixir material. But what about its distinctive beer-like roots? That's probably just a coincidence. It's not unheard of for rare growths like this to sprout up in rugged terrain. So in that sense, you probably could get a nice price for it at a produce stand. God, no one knows her plants like Pussy Willow over there. Oh, but there is something else rare about it. It's distinctive flavor. Not to mention how nutritious it is. I'm sure it'll go great in any dish you... Yes, I get it. I'll just have to get my hands on the right one next time, no matter what. Wait, you want us to search again? A job is a job, I'm gonna have to call it quits from here. You're fine, and how about you mushrooms help me out instead? I'll be sure to reward you handsomely, in the event we find the herbs, of course. I don't know, old man, maybe this is a sign you should throw in the towel. That is, unless you want to be hit by the curse of Mount Eldor. Huh? What curse? This mountain, it was practically a holy land to the North faith in its heyday. It's said that their gods left a curse on it when they disappeared 500 years ago. Any non-believers who stay here too long will be met with disaster and ruin. They end up dragged into a never-ending night by inhuman monstrosities, like us. Like you don't mean... That's it, I've had enough. Coming here was a mistake to begin with. Yes, we were better off making an honest living of ourselves all the time. Chief, wait for me! Sorry for putting you through all this. I'll make sure they get back to the city safe and sound. I'll have to remember to give my thanks to the trading bureau too. Well, that just about takes care of the request. But what about that curse, Credo? This is the first I've heard of it. Man, what can I say? It just comes to me sometimes. Now that I think of it, you were just talking about the Grimwald Nox, weren't you? Impromptu deception is merely one of Credo's many talents. I did not wish to presume, but was this perchance a show of consideration? Pip, you're joking, right? The last thing this place needs is some more bozos poking their noses around. The orphanage. That's all there is to it. Could those ruins perhaps be the orphanage you were raised in? Remember it that fondly, huh? Pip, now you're just spinning things to fit your own narrative. I ain't got any memories worth being fond of in the first place. All it is now is a pile of rubble. No sentimentality, no nothing. Credo, you can't mean that. What about Sister Elisa? She always took care of you, didn't she? Though, I guess it would have been tough dealing with her passing. Haha, tough. If only it were that simple, it would have been a hell of a lot easier on me. Huh? You mean to say... Forget it, you nosy little snoops got me oversharing enough as it is. We're all finished up here, yeah? We can head back whenever you're ready. Wouldn't mind getting a good look at the peak while we're up here, though.
Always happy to help.
Okay. Uh-oh, 100.
Finally, a chance.
Bear Remedy. Okay.
Treasure chest!
Blinding Bangle. Okay. White Asparagus.
Treasure I have detected something.
Crimson Spar. Nice. Black Fig obtained. Nice. Beast Hide. Expellant. 200 gold. Midnight Sun Drop. Gaudy Gloves.
Hey, some treasure.
Luminescent Fluid. Emollient. Alright, we're at the nearest summit, I think.
There's something here. Yeah?
It's a lot of iron. Nice. Oh, we can actually just walk on the ridge in order to get to some of the items here, too.
You can see all of Balduq from here.
Treasure.
Apocrypha Karma. Sacramental Slot. Yes, please. New landmark. Summit of Mount Dore.
I will understand someday.
Good God, we're lucky everyone managed to make it back in one piece. I gotta be more selective with my jobs next time, no matter how much it pays. Well, worst life, there's hope, no matter how reckless we get. I'm glad the Monstrums rescued us, even if they did strike the fear of God into me. Our get-rich-quick scheme wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Now we're in the red. Maybe doing business the slow and steady way is a better move after all. Ah, there you are. The merchants I sent you for returned just a short while ago. According to them, the Monstrums had come to their rescue. I suppose we ought to consider that a stroke of luck, if nothing else. You had all headed Mount Dore in search as well, yes? Strange the Monstrums keep showing up wherever we want to go, huh? 9 landmarks. Okay, there's my milestone.
For you.
Vigor Formula. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Monstrum Nox. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit that bell icon.